Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we have a brand new release from Victoria Beckham. Always a good thing when we have a new release from Victoria Beckham. This is the Cheeky Posh Cream Blush Stick. We are going to talk about it. I urge you to stay around for the demo because it didn't go like I thought it would. And I kind of want you guys in on the dialogue about that below. So sometimes we skip a demo, but I actually wouldn't this time. And I know, I'm not wearing my Posh is Back t-shirt. I should have, but I thought we would take a little break from it. I usually pull it out of the closet for Victoria Beckham products. So I still will. I still have it. I still love it. Okay, these Cheeky Posh Cream Blush Sticks are $42 each. There are 5 shades to choose from. I picked up 2, the shades Rollerskate and Miniskirt, and they're very different. I kind of can't wait for you guys to watch the demo. I really want your thoughts. The idea behind the 5 shades is Victoria Beckham says kind of 1970s Miami Beach. She wanted that real feeling. That's why Rollerskate and Miniskirt and the names of the products. She wanted an easy glamour for a fresh-faced, kind of glowy, you know, clean beauty, and she wanted it just to be a beach beauty in the 70s, just coming up off the beach, just naturally gorgeous, like I know that you are, of course. This is, of course, plant-based. They are actually water-resistant blushes, which is kind of interesting. They are have skin smoothing properties, supposedly. Again, please watch the demo. And they relate mostly, well, they don't really, after the demo, when I was playing around with them, I pulled a few products that I thought they related to, and I might be taking that back. But I mean, in initial swiping, they kind of remind me of the formulation of the Hourglass Vanish Sticks and of the Anastasia Beverly Hill Cream Blush Stick. But on application, they changed my mind a little bit. Initially, they reminded me of that a bit. Let's just say, and I don't think I say this in the demo, but I do want to add, these will kind of depend on your skin tone and might be better if you have normal to dry. If you do tend oily, it just depends if you have texture or not. Again, stick around for the demo. Let's look at the 2 I chose. If I didn't say, these are $42 each. Check this out. So here is the Rollerskate shade. These go up and then down. They roll up and then they roll down. And here is the Rollerskate shade. Look at that. That is a wild kind of watermelon color, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful. I'm sure these could probably go on lips and eyes, but we're just going to use them as blushes today. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing now, I just ended up mixing them just for the intro, but you will see them applied in the demo individually. And here is the Miniskirt shade, another kind of 70s homage term there. Take a look at that. So we have Rollerskate and Miniskirt. Rollerskate is definitely a little bit more 70s, isn't it? And basically these can be applied with, really take your pick. Well, I'm going to talk about what my recommendations are, and they can just go painted right on the face, or you could take your brush or something right into here, however you prefer. I am going to try these with 2 different foundation styles. I didn't expect that, but you'll see why we have to. And since I keep hyping it, let's just go right to the demo. Stay right there. Okay, so we're going to try a few different ways. We'll try maybe 1 on each cheek and then mix them. We got 2, so we can have some fun. So let's try our wilder shade first, because I really want to get into it. And that is Rollerskate. And you know, there's a few ways we could apply this. Look at this crazy watermelon color. There's a few ways we could apply this. We could use like a fusion brush from Sonia G. This one works really well on creams and liquids. We could use undyed goat's hair. That would work. Here's a rougher 4. That would work really well. We could also just use a good old damp beauty blender. And we could go like this with our fingers too. That's why the good Lord above gave us hands, right? Okay, so let's try on this cheek right here. I don't know which cheek I said a moment ago. Don't listen to me. Let's try this one right here. And what I'm going to do is let's see how bright it will get. And I'm just going to kind of paint it on here. And just kind of, I do, as I always do with blush, go overboard anyway. Plus, I go overboard for you to see the shade. Sorry, I'm knocking things down. Okay, so right now what I'm doing, I have some foundation on. What I have on is the Huda Glowish Glowish, and I have the Huda Glowish New Powder over it. This does not appear, and I'm really looking closely, to be disturbing anything underneath, and I'll let you take a look. Very pretty. I feel, and maybe it's the shade, let me get this mirror completely out of the way and really zoom you in. Here's the side with the Rollerskate. I'll put a little more on in a moment. Here's the side with no blush at all. And I do feel like some texture and pores are showing a little more. And I did powder, but it didn't really lift the powder. So that's kind of interesting. But I do feel the kind of, all right, let me put a little more on and let's put it in on with a sponge. It's the shade is just lovely. And because it's so bright and cheerful, kind of would get, you know, drive away the winter doldrums this season. Okay, that helped. That helped, but let me tell you, I don't have any texture on my cheeks that I knew of, but it does show a little bit. Okay, let me do some serious zooming, and it's around here, guys. I never saw that before. Now, nice to know I have it. You see it? Okay, It doesn't really bother me. I've got to be honest with you. It doesn't bother me, but I never knew I had it, which is a little strange. Okay, well, let's try the other shade, and I'm going to go ahead in with the sponge. So this is our shade Miniskirt, a lot more tame, and I'm just painting this on too. Now, you could, of course, do this a bunch of different ways. You could put this on your hand, dip the brush in it. You can go ahead and just go from the brush from this right to the brush. Okay, let's see what we get here. This is a much deeper shade. I wanted to go one kind of wilder shade that I definitely didn't have, and then one deeper shade. I didn't try anything safe. And I do not feel that this side is showing texture. So I'm wondering if kind of, you know, just going back and forth with bouncing with the sponge is maybe a better way of applying. That's very interesting. So this shade here, nothing. This shade here, some texture. All right, I know what we need to do. I'm going to come back. I'm going to completely take that foundation off that side of my face. Let's come back and reapply this, and I'm going to put a different foundation on just on this side. Let's just see if we can solve this right now. Okay, I might look a little unbalanced, not just here, but here. Okay, so this side has the Huda Glowish products and the shade Miniskirt, and I think it's just fine. On this side, I actually just took a makeup remover and took all of the makeup off this side of my face, and I put on this kind of matte Estee Lauder Double Wear, the sheer, but it's totally and completely matte. There's no powder, and there's no glowy product. Okay, now we are going to then just try, we're going to try the Rollerskate shade again, and I'm going to put it on with the blender because that was very strange. It was a lot of texture. I don't care. Like I always joke, we've earned our texture, but it was strange and unexpected. I didn't find it with this shade. Is it the shade? Is it what was underneath? Okay, so now, and I love Victoria Beckham products, so I just don't want to, I would have had to give that kind of a review. So let's just see. All right, a lot better. A lot better. Okay, let me just zoom in here. Let me get rid of this mirror completely so we're not throwing light. Okay, so we have underneath this a very matte foundation, and then we have the Rollerskate shade now put in with a blender. When it did not work at all, I had a glowing foundation with a glowing powder, and I had originally used a brush. This side has the glowing foundation, the glowing powder, and I used a sponge. So application here is going to matter. I am now not having the exact same issue, which is very interesting. I like the look of my face more with this look underneath it. I think it brings it up and gives it a nice glow. I didn't mind it showing. Let's put a little bit more on. I did not mind the texture showing, but I don't have texture and it showed. So if you already suffer from texture, not suffer, but have texture, let's go ahead and try it now with this. You might be disappointed. And I don't know if it was the shade or not. I did not have trouble on the side. And I won't know till I edit. Okay, so interestingly enough, wow. When I'm kind of applying with a brush, it also is bringing out the sheen in the product. And I can see, oh! And I can see the texture a little more again. Okay. Forming some opinions here. Okay, let me, hold on. Stay with me here, guys. Okay, here is our other shade on our other cheek. Let's try that with a brush. I'm wondering now if it was the application more than the product underneath. Okay, so a brush definitely brings out the sheen a little more. Ha! And the texture too. Okay. In the name of science, and I'm knocking things over, let me just say this, okay, and I have two different sides of my face now. It appears to be a little bit of experimentation is needed with application. On this side, with, and maybe a little bit shade, on this side with the Rollerskate shade, I got texture appearing no matter what the foundation, but if I applied with a brush, if I kind of buffed in with a brush. When I used the Beauty Blender, I didn't have any trouble with the shade. On this side, I had no trouble with the Beauty Blender and a little bit more texture with the brush. Very interesting. The brush also seems to bring out the sheen to the product. They are beautiful. This shade right here especially, this Rollerskate shade is innovative and beautiful. I will try it on the lips and the eyes and whatnot, but it's interesting. They kind of are going to take some experimentation on your part. And I'm sure people will be in the comments saying, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. Guys, I mean, you know, we tried a glowy foundation, non-glowy. We tried a sponge, we tried a brush. Keep experimenting. I'm just letting you know that if you get it, these shades are very innovative and very pretty. Sorry that I'm two different colors here. Very pretty, but you know, it looks like application on these is going to matter. And I don't know if that will matter to you for your purchase, but am I giving this a thumbs down? Not at all. I mean, I didn't even mind the texture showing. I just didn't know I had it. So that was a little bit surprising, but I guess it's there. We all have it somewhere, right? So do let me know your thoughts. Do I think this is something you should get? Yeah, that shade was gorgeous. You know, just put it on with a blender. Just kind of, you know, pounce it on there, bounce it on there like that. And then look like it was just fine. But if you want a little more sheen, go ahead and use it with a brush and just be aware if you have some texture that you're looking to camouflage. Just be aware of that. So let me know your thoughts below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.